Come on, you already know, man. I'm so hood. I'm always in the hood. What do you do for your hood? What you doing for your brother? Yeah. Huh? Look, been the father figure before I had my little man. I taught some how to ball, some how to throw their hands. When I was young, hung with the older crowd, I was advanced. My money was long, and plus I had a bit. I teach my kids all the time, there's no one to fit except the man upstairs, so we ain't never scared. You ride for him, and he'll ride for us. And only God can judge, so in God we trust. I'm a father figure to many, big brother to some, uncle, cousin, best friend, enemies, here I come. Here I come. I keep my enemies close like I supposed to. So if they front, my crew know who to put the toast to. I'm a father figure to many, big brother to some, uncle, cousin, best friend, enemies, here I come. Here I come. I keep my enemies close like I'm supposed to. So if they front, my crew know who to put the toast to. Admire my brothers, keep to a certain extent, long as my brothers ain't doing no dumb. I ride for my nieces and nephews and cousins, little sisters, my princes, just try to stay focused. We live. This is Coach J Vaughn. It's the AMF show, episode number 2. Got my main man with me, my dog. You know what I'm saying? Pillar to the community, basketball coach, trainer, hoop star, high school legend. You know what I'm saying? My brother Daon Merritt. Give it up for my brother Daon Merritt. we don't got the effects, but I got the effects, you know what I'm saying? But I got my brother with me and stuff like that real quick. Just introduce yourself, let them know who you are, you know what I'm saying? What you stand for, things of that nature.
I mean, the man, the myth, the legend.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? I'm Daon Merritt, you know, real skills D to some. You know what I mean? Coach D the most, you know, dad to the whole. So, you know, just a little bit of everything, man. But I appreciate you having me, man. You know, and you said a pillar of the community, me so much great praises, man. But you equally doing good things, man. So let me give you your flowers too, man. Early, man.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. Word. So I'm gonna give a quick story on how I met you. I don't know if you remember how this played out, right? So I was 16. I was 16 and you was probably 14.
Okay.
Right? It was Ajax Park. We was playing against each other. I was a player coach. Me and Hood Squad. I had my 14 and under team playing up, and I was playing and coaching, right? And you was dogging us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? And my man Junkyard, Junkyard saying the same. He like, yo, who is this? And Corey and Tyreek knew who you was. So, you know, Corey's like, yo, that's Daon. I mean, I'm like, Daon, like, where he come from? Like, he's mad, he think it's too good. You know what I'm saying? And Corey's like, yo, he's like that. You know what I'm saying? And I remember you at the free throw line, and then you looked over at me and was like, you don't know who I am? I'm Daon. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, yo, why you talking to me? You know what I'm saying? And then the referee intervened. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I gotta chill out, play basketball, this, that. I can't remember who won or who lost, but I remember that. So ever since that day, I knew exactly who you was. Super confident, you know what I mean? Absolutely, one thing that I always loved and respected, because I'm super confident. Right. But your confidence was the next level. I ain't mean nobody that as confident. So it was just like, it was dope to see. And you was young and you was dogging. Right. I had to sub myself out. You know what I'm saying? It was real.
Nah, those Almightyforce, Ajax days were legendary, man. You talking about 14U days. It was a lot of good dudes, man. But I definitely know exactly what you're talking about, man. You took me back on that one, man. So I definitely remember that.
That was crazy. That was crazy. So look, real quick, if you had to describe yourself with one word to describe you, choose the one word and then explain why you picked that word.
That word would be passionate. And the reason I picked that word because That's what I am. That's what I give the game. That's what I give the kids. That's what I give my community. I give them my passion, my blood, sweat, and tears, man. So I think that would definitely be the word that describes me most.
Yeah, that's dope, man, and I agree because you definitely show passion. I mean, you always do show passion, and that's what we love about you as well, man. So real quick, I got a segment called 21 questions where I'm gonna ask 21 questions, kind of like rapid fire. You can only respond with one word or the least amount of words as possible. You know what I'm saying? We are on Bars and Hoops Radio, so I'm gonna ask a few questions pertaining to music. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna jump into basketball, our primary focus. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
All right, cool. So, who's your favorite rap artist of all time?
Top of the line.
Top of the line. TL.
TL.
Fire. All right. Which rap song is your favorite song of all time? Something that you know words from beginning to end. You play it at least once every couple days.
Yo, it's crazy because right now I'm playing this Jeezy song. And it's hard. I just can't think of the title off the top of my head. But I'm gonna get back to you on that one.
Bet. All right. Which is your favorite R&B group of all time? Because I know you gotta listen to some R&B. You gotta
Jodeci,
JoJo. Okay. Who's your favorite artist in this era, any genre, right now? Somebody you can vibe to.
I'm gonna say Rick Ross.
I like Ross. That's a fact. All right, which is your favorite pro basketball team of all time?
Of all time, Chicago Bulls.
Oh yeah.
93.
3. Pro basketball player of all time.
Stephon Marbury.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right. Currently.
Sorry.
Back?
The late great Kobe Bryant. I'm sorry. Right. I apologize.
Kobe,
the late
Kobe,
great Kobe Bryant.
Kobe it sorry, is. Kobe. Sorry. Okay. All right. Right now, currently, who's your favorite pro ball team in the league right now?
Lakers.
Yes. All right. The Lake Show. Okay.
Yo, and that Jeezy song was Therapy for My Soul.
Therapy for My Soul, Jeezy.
Yes.
That's fire. That's a good jump. Your favorite basketball player in the league right now?
Kevin Durant.
KD. Cool. Now, if you had to describe your style of play, you had to pick a person that you could compare yourself to, whether it's in the past or current, which player would that be?
Baron Davis.
BD, yeah, Baron Davis. Okay. What was the best year of your basketball career? You would say, what year was that?
I mean, playing professionally, but honestly, I would say,
like the year.
College.
Mm-hmm.
College.
Mm-hmm. What was the most points you ever scored in a single game? Your career high?
61.
61. Fine. Who was your favorite coach to play for?
Gary DeCesar.
Okay. Who was the most skilled teammate you played with? You would say?
Julius Hodge.
What was your favorite basketball tournament to play in when you was up and coming young boy?
Almightyforce. Ajax Park.
That's what's up. All right. You hosted your tournament at a lot of different locations. So what was your favorite location to host?
Honestly, MS-72.
72.
MS-72.
Okay. What was your favorite team to watch play in your league, in your tournament when you was hosting?
Honestly, I like all the kids, man.
Okay.
I just like to see the kids compete, and I never have a favorite team.
Okay.
Yeah, but I like to see all the kids compete.
All right. Who was the best female baller from our hood growing up, and from New York City, period? Best female baller growing up that you can remember that come to mind?
Kenya Pollock.
Okay. Who's your favorite street ball coach?
My man, everybody, Sean Bell's greatest,
right?
The great one,
the GOAT, right?
yeah.
All right, that's everybody so far. All right, who was the best player you ever trained or coached? You would say the most talented. Let's say that. Because you had a lot of people came up under you, man. You can only pick one though.
I would say, I would say Alejandro Vasquez.
Okay, Alejandro, what school to Alejandro?
He's currently at UAB.
UAB, yeah. He's doing great things too. All right, cool. So that's going to conclude our 21 questions. Now we're going to get into a little bit about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to dive into you. We're going to start off with what hospital you was born in. We're going to far back as that. What hospital, what elementary school and middle school you went to?
Okay. I would say Queens General, I think it is, but it's called like Booth Memorial or something.
Memorial.
Yeah, something different now.
Yeah.
Middle school, I went to Florida A Academy before coming back to New York to attend St. Ray's.
Got it. All right. So I want to know what that process was like when you was in the 8th grade and deciding you was gonna return here to New York, right? Because you was away. What other schools you had in mind, or what other high schools was reaching out and wanted you to attend their school? I know it was a few of them.
It was actually a lot. My high school recruiting process was like a college recruiting process now. I mean, I had to pick up wherever at the time, you know, and it was really interesting now that I look back on it and just going through it, making the decision I made to attend St. Raymond's, of course. But just the options I had, I pretty much could have went to anywhere, you know.
That's what's up. So St. Ray's, you went to St. Ray's. What was that experience like? I mean, the time that you spent there, like, was you was commuting from Queens to the Bronx,
right?
How was that? What was the experience like in school? Was it a good one? Did you have a good time? Like,
well, the commute, my first year, we take the 44 bus from Jamaica Avenue all the way up to the Bronx.
Yeah.
But my last 2 years, I was driving, so it was a little easier.
Yeah,
if you know, you know.
That's a fact.
So that's how that was. But St. Raymond's is about a brotherhood, sort of like Eagle Academy, which is a culture, and it's a history of many great basketball players, So making that decision, and of course, three of my teammates were also from Queens at the time, which made the transition a little easier. But Gary DeCesar really, posed me a situation that, and an opportunity that and sold me on something I really wanted to be a part of. And so that's ultimately where I decided to go.
That's what's up, man. That was a great choice. So now I want to say what grade was you in when you started receiving like offers from the different colleges and stuff like that?
I would say my sophomore year in high school.
Okay.
My sophomore year in high school is when I got like my first real letter, handwritten, and that was like my first real experience, in contact with coaches and things of that nature.
That's dope. That's dope. All right. So now you in high school, you junior, senior year,
Mhm.
you start narrowing down to what colleges you plan to attend. What was like your top 3 choices of all of the choices you had? First,
Oh,
before you answer that, just kind of throw out there the name drop all of the choices you had, or at least maybe like a couple of them, just a few without that come to mind.
Pittsburgh, Louisville, UConn, Florida State, um, you name it, Richmond, obviously.
All right. So what was the top 3
At the time,
that you was thinking about?
I really wanted to go to Pittsburgh. I kind of liked that atmosphere.
Yeah.
But as I experienced the recruiting process, I kind of had to think of somewhere I could go, and I was going to start right away.
Right.
Have an opportunity to play as a freshman, play through mistakes,
Right.
and really where I was going to be allowed to be me as a basketball player. Ultimately, what the decision was going to be about.
Small choice. Small choice. So you the school that you selected, Richmond,
Correct.
right? You played immediately.
Right.
You played immediately. I was looking at some of the stats and stuff like that. I mean, you was playing a lot of minutes.
Right.
Great stat line. But then you stayed there for 2 years, and then you transferred.
Correct.
All right. So what was that process like?
That process, my coach ended up leaving. He ended up going to DePaul University,
Okay.
and I had some off the court things transpire, and I needed to find a new home, and John Pelfrey, who was at the University of Florida, who was also recruiting me at the time, had recently got the job at the University of South Alabama. He bumped into Gary DeCesar in the airport, and he asked, like, how's Daon Merritt doing? And he's like, oh, he's looking for a new school. And, after that, one thing led to another. I ended up taking a visit to the University of Richmond. Next thing I know, I was on my recruiting visit signing with a magic marker.
That's dope. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. So throughout high school though, just backtracking a little bit, throughout high school, you was invited to a lot of camps,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of different camps, a lot of showcases and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. And you was ranked. Know what I mean? You was ranked amongst some big names on a lot of different platforms. So let's just talk about. Do you remember like your ranking? Do you remember the platforms they were? And can you talk about some of the camps that you were invited to and showcases you attended?
I mean, everybody, likes to talk about. I was ranked higher than Chris Paul, ESPN,
That's a fact.
top 50 in the country.
That's a fact.
That was the who's. That 2003 high school class, LeBron James and
Right.
a lot of other guys that came out during that time.
Right.
That was definitely a tough class. But to speak on some of the camps, ABCD,
Yeah.
5-star,
Yeah.
with those are the legendary ones at the time. You're talking about Michael Jordan and Alonzo Mourning, Patrick Ewing, Stephon Marbury, Kenny Anderson. It's like the list goes on.
Right.
So to have an opportunity to compete at them camps at the time, coming out of high school, a kid being from South Jamaica, Queens, that was like unheard of. That was like invite only.
Yeah.
What I mean? Those are not the payolas.
Yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact.
So-
That's a fact.
So you really had to be somebody at that time because there was no social media.
Nah.
Right.
Nah.
So, to get a prestige invite to those camps at the time really said you had some talent that really spoke volumes back then.
That's a fact. All right. So fast forwarding and back to college. Now you do 2 years at Richmond.
Mm-hmm.
Then you do 2 years at
University of South Alabama.
South Alabama. And what's next after that now? That what's you still you because you're Division I player fresh out of college.
What's next after that was I went overseas for 2 years.
Nice.
That was next, but basketball wasn't the same no more. You know, now looking back now, I wish I knew the business as I know now. You know what I mean? So some of the decisions I would have made back then would have been different. I mean, we all have dreams and aspirations to play at the highest level, which is the NBA, of course.
Yeah.
But looking back, I think I really could have made other decisions that would have probably been more prosperous for me had I chose that path. But I love the game and I played for 2 years.
Right.
And then I got into education. So I think my calling was a little different.
Right.
You know what I mean? I would have loved to be in the NBA, of course, and compete with the greats.
Right.
But I think, God had a different plan for me. So that's why I'm here today.
That's a fact. That's a fact. All right. So so my next question is what made you transition from being a basketball player to becoming a trainer, to then becoming a coach, a tournament director. You know what I mean? One of the best tournaments in Queens, might I add.
Thank you.
And then jumping into officiating a little bit. Like what was the thought process in that?
Well, honestly, like you see how your shirt say he's only a trainer.
Yeah.
That was the first umbrella training, you know what I mean? And I think that's where I really found my niche, having an opportunity to really train with a lot of the youth and a lot of the top players in New York City.
Yeah.
So that really that was the first segue.
Okay.
I would say that was the first segue.
Yeah.
And refereeing became something because I wanted to, even though I wasn't playing the game as much, I still wanted to be involved with the game and have an impact on the game and good cardio. Good cardio.
Yeah.
So that's what that was. And that allowed me opportunity to really see kids.
Right.
You train a kid and I want to see if he do it in the game. So as a referee, I'm really just looking at kids and just seeing their strength, their weaknesses, and just seeing the talent level. That's what that did. And how coaching transpired was I was training a lot of kids that really didn't have situations.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or homes.
Okay.
And I was asked many a times, put a team together. And it wasn't until recently that I was like, you know what? I'm going to do that.
Right.
I'm going to do that. So that's definitely been epic for me, I would say, because the parent involvement that we have is essential, and it really affords us the opportunity to do a lot as a program, especially for somebody that's independent.
True.
So that's big. That's big. I would definitely say that's one of the highlights of our program. And like you said, just reffing, coaching, training. I love the game, man. I love the game, so I always want to be around it. I'm a student of the game, so that's really it. I'm a guru.
You are. As a young player, all of the things that you're providing for the young people, did you have someone that was providing the same for you? I mean, in terms of a trainer, in terms of a coach, in terms of a tournament director, or even referee.
Those things were unheard of back in the days, and even my first tournament reffing was Almighty Force. Potter gave me my first whistle. This is facts. Wow. Potter gave me my first whistle, and at the time, Almighty Force was in Gersh, in Brooklyn, in that gym. Potter gave me my first whistle. Or you know what I mean. So that just goes to show, like, those guys and many of the legends, like, they passed the torch. So I knew, like, that's something I want to get involved with, something I want to be in part of it. Yeah. And plus it's tax-free money.
That's a fact. All right, cool, man. I'm gonna jump into a few questions about AMF and stuff like that. Your most memorable game in Almighty, whether we was in the park or either one of the gyms that we was operating out of. One most memorable game. Do you anything comes to mind?
55 and 226 in unlimited.
55.
We at the time I was in high school.
Yeah.
We were playing unlimited. 55.
Dang.
Or
55 points unlimited. I'm gonna remind you of one that was just mentioned last week on the show when Rodney Pete called up. You know what I'm saying? I was coaching this game. And I had John Miller.
I know.
Remember that one?
I know this game.
John Miller.
3 for 3. We were going 3 for 3.
Y'all
three,
went crazy.
3. Word.
Y'all went crazy. I think y'all went like 16 to 18 threes or something like that.
Right. Definitely.
So I'll never forget that joint. I mean,
that was definitely an epic game.
So imagine the social media era.
Oh man. I wish I had social media back then. Oh my God. The NIL deals? Hello.
You would 100% have.
Come on, man. Oh my God.
I mean, because just the kind of player that you were, man, you would 100% got it.
I was ahead of my time, man.
You really was.
Definitely was.
I don't give people credit, son. You was one of them guys, man.
Right.
Like,
I was definitely ahead of my time.
That's why you in the seat. You know what I mean? But
I appreciate
because of what I visually saw.
Right.
And what I'm still seeing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we gotta highlight this. Like, this needs to be heard. This needs to be told. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so that's exactly what we here for. Big Shot used to give out a lot of awards for different things, scoring champs, MVPs, defensive, like all of that stuff, right? And you won a couple of them,
right?
You know what I'm saying, and you know, my pops, and Big Shot, they got great memories. You know what I'm saying, but that conversation is like a little gray. You know what I'm saying, So I'm coming to the source right now. Do you remember all of the awards? I know you got tons of MVPs because you played in every division from like biddies to
correct.
Because we was biddies, midgets, and juniors. It wasn't 12U, 14U,
everything.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So do you have like a roundabout of how many awards you won and which award you won?
Like you said, a lot of MVPs, but the scoring titles.
The scoring titles is a big deal.
Big deal. Definitely.
All right.
Your man Darnell Cummins could tell you about one of those. Man. So shout out to my man DC.
DC gonna be up here, man. I'm gonna get him up here too, man. DC the only one that won the 3-point contest. We had one 3-point contest in Ajax one summer, and DC won that year. I'm gonna bring him up here too. All right. So imagine, we're gonna talk about the social media shit. If we grew up in this era, like how the lives, the streams, all this,
man. I would have been him. Easily by far.
I'm agreeing with that.
Right.
All right, so what do you say to the people, because we've coached against each other a couple times,
right?
And people, for some reason, they be thinking like it's something, you know what I mean? And it ain't, you know what I mean? They don't know we don't know we on the phone,
right?
Probably of a day.
I'm on the couch, man. I'm at the crib.
You know
I'm on the couch. I'm in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
I got genuine love for this brother, man. And like you said, we competitors, you know. Exactly. So when those times come and those opportunities present themselves, we want to bring the best out of each other. You know what I mean? And we just want the kids to be an extension of us. But I have nothing but admiration and respect for you, my brother. You know what I mean? Same. It's nothing but love, nothing but genuine love at all times.
Always, brother. Always. So what I say? What do you? Eagle Academy. Let's talk about it. I mean, we got something legendary brewing.
Right.
I mean, like, you know, we've been working towards being able to get a situation like this for some time. And the good brother Dr. Smith.
Correct.
Well, I'm gonna start off with Coach Ford.
Yes.
Coach Ford, who introduced us to Dr. Smith and putting us in a position to do some great things. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what's your vision? Like, you know what I mean? Like
that right there make my hair stand
yeah.
up. You know what I mean? But like you said, Coach Glenn Ford, definitely a good brother, and he's seen something in myself and you, and he brought us on board and introduced us to Dr. Smith, who's a great brother, and he's given us an opportunity and the keys to really push the culture and the vision of what's to come in just New York City, period.
Yeah.
I don't even want to say Queens, because we are so broad with what we do, and we have kids from all boroughs and all things of that nature. So he really seen something in us, and he's given us an opportunity to really bring Queens basketball back.
Right.
Definitely heavily bring Queens basketball back, and really push the Eagle mantra in the culture. Yes, absolutely.
That's what's up, man. Like, it's a great thing, man. Like, when I sat down with Coach Ford, and he explained to me what his thoughts, what his thought process was.
Mm-hmm.
What he said, yo, I need some solid men from this community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he saw that, he seeked us. Like, he went out there, he put in the work. He
did his research.
He did his homework.
Let me say, he did his research.
Know what I mean? He was coming to our tournaments.
Right.
He was coming to our practices, our training sessions. He was doing all of that.
He definitely was visible.
You know what I'm saying? And he put us in a great position. So
right.
I always gotta like show Coach Ford the utmost love and respect and appreciation.
Definitely homage.
For putting us in a position to help put our kids in position. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because for a long time we was
sending our kids to other people.
How many kids we send to Brooklyn?
Hundreds. Let me say hundreds. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We had to send all our kids out there because they was putting our kids in the best position. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or at least it looked that way. It appeared to look. You know what I'm saying? It appeared that way. You know what I'm saying? So now we in a position to do that. You know what I mean? So real quick, I'm gonna open up the phone lines for anybody that got questions, anybody that want to say something to Coach D or myself. The number is 516-206-0711. If you want to call in, the number is 516-206-0711. That's for anybody that's interested in calling up and saying a few good words to myself or Coach D. You're more than welcome to come. The number again, 516-206-0711. All right, so where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
I want to say on a college sideline, hopefully.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like you on the college sideline. I think I know it's needed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're on the college sideline 100%. And I feel like the resume that you have and what you're building, you'll 100% get there. If that's in the plans, 100%. Word. Anybody got questions on the gram that they might want to ask? Because the gram going crazy right now. We got a lot of followers and stuff like that. Let me see what the Facebook talking about. We live, we lit. I if you could go back and change anything, if you could change anything, would you? Anything throughout your journey thus far?
No, I honestly I wouldn't. You know, maybe a decision here or there, but I like I said, I think it's my calling. You know what I mean? And I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't have all the answers, so I'm going through this journey each and every day. You know what I mean? But I got a vision. I got a vision, and I know what it looks like and what I want to look like and where I want to be. So I'm just going to continue to follow God's path at the end of the day.
Yeah. I want to talk about the tournament part of things. I mean, like a lot of people think, you know, hosting tournaments is just the easiest thing to do, and they also think that there's a lot of money being generated from it. And we know it's where the money is coming from us. You know what I mean, in most cases, you know what I mean. So let's talk about that a little bit. With that, like,
I mean, like you said, we're not sponsored programs, so everything we do is independent. It's on us, and the reason we have to and we're obligated to because our name is attached to it. We got to give people quality and the best product at the end of the day.
Right.
So we're gonna pour in our own money or our own resources to make sure that it's the best of the best. You know, we're not gonna give people something we wouldn't give our own kid.
That's a fact.
At the end of the day, so that's why it's hard. But that's definitely a misconception. But we do it to give kids a platform and an opportunity and to so that they have a safe haven to go to and things to do. It's not about making money because that's definitely not the outcome.
Right.
In that let me say that.
A lot of L's, a lot of losses, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You get the teams that they come in the joint.
You be good if you get every team to pay.
That's what I'm about to say.
You did good.
You get the teams that come in the spot. You know what I mean? They start the tournament, they come with their down payments, they ready. You know what I'm saying? They eager. And then when it's time to pay that bill or finish their balance
before the playoffs,
you know what I mean, they either dropping out or they, I mean,
now the communication is different.
Yeah, they screwing up your schedule, all kinds of stuff.
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Let's talk about Real Skills Day, man. Like Real Skills Day is one of the dopest days in Queens, in New York City.
Right.
You know what I mean? New York City. I ain't even gonna say Queens. I might say in the world because there's people that's coming from all over the world to attend to be a part of it. You feel what I'm saying?
Correct.
I used to do those events. I think you ref the last one that I did.
Okay.
Lincoln Park.
Right. The Queens.
Queens. What we call it? Queens United.
Queens
right?
United.
That was the last drink that I did, Lincoln Park. And it was the last one for a lot of different reasons that I won't disclose, but we talked about it behind closed doors. The days leading up to the event, the phone calls, the text messages, what talk a little bit about that.
Real Skills Family Day. Oh my God. People don't understand what goes on behind the scenes to make that happen, to give them that product that they see and that they enjoy and that they, continuously support. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. And this year I really felt it more than any year physically.
Yeah.
Let me say physically, it was definitely a lot bearing on me because I'm one person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And people, I don't know if people understand that. Like you everybody want the motion picture. But it's a lot that goes on to give people that. And, I enjoy it. And, sometimes I'll be like, yo, I don't know if I want to do it. But like you said, it's a highlight in my community. I have to do it. I'm obligated to do it each and every year. That's our give back, Yeah. And we have people that come from all over that attend that event, and I even have my moms come out. My mom's is even there. So it's definitely something, like you said, it's a huge family day, a huge community give back that everybody enjoys in the basketball games and the celebrities and it's all great. It's all great. I enjoy it. Let me say that. Yeah. But it's a lot of hard work.
It's absolutely. A lot of hard work, man. Like the end result of it is always good. I'm saying, and the reward is is uniting everybody. You know what I mean, everybody coming out, families,
Right.
you know, they get to see their kids. They get to compete against the top. We're not gonna skip over that part. These are the top talents. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not.
Right.
These are not just some thrown together neighborhood.
No.
People just walking up in the park and grabbing a shirt. Like this is well planned, well calculated, and it's a lot of talent that comes through there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like that I think that's a great thing that you do. It needs to be highlighted, and I hope every year it gets bigger and better. You know what I'm saying? I'll do more on my end to assist you, because I no longer do it and I don't plan on doing it. I know that and I'm talking about, I think I did it for I used to call it Hood Squad Weekend, and I think I did it for maybe 6 years before I'm like, nah, this is the last one. That Lincoln Park one, that was it. It was the men's tournament, the men's division that was like, nah, I'm not. This is a wrap. You know what I'm saying? But for kids all day long. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like I'm 100 all day long. Yeah. So that was dope. He's just a trainer. You know what I mean? Like, you see the T on me. He's only a trainer, right? Like, what was people thinking?
Yo,
like they really think they really
look.
thought that. Like,
Shout out to my man Heck. Shout out to my man Heck on that one. City of Moms was a great event. My man, my guy Bernard Bowen put that together. Jordan Brand. That event was great. We was mic'd up and there was a lot of media involved with that. So, you know, I didn't know we was shooting when we was doing the footage for that. I didn't know we was on that type of energy. So when I seen it, I was like, oh, you know, I was talking to my man, Cliff Scales, Clean Scale. I'm like, yo, he was like, really? So even people, not everybody else got involved with it. Like, yo, he said, I'm like, yo, I got nothing but love for Heck. So it really ain't there. You know what I mean? But I think they definitely underestimated my potential. Let me say that, you know, and my resources.
Yeah, they ain't know your reach.
Yeah, they didn't know that this phone right here, when we pick this up, it get a little different.
Right. So that was funny, man. That's one of those things that's going it's gonna stay around.
Right. And I thank him for that all the time, man. We took that and we ran with it.
That was an alley. That was a good alley right there. So
definitely.
shout out to Heck for that one, man. That was good, man. My boy, my dog, Coach Tommy, he was here with me last week with my pops and my uncle and stuff like that. I mean, so if he was here, you know, this is his question. I mean, this is his question right here. I mean, it's a couple people on the live that's interested in knowing how did this come about. Cliffy and Daon versus La. You know what I'm saying? Versus La and Derek. Ajax Park.
Wow. Shout out to my brother Lionel and Derek, man. Oh man, great people.
La doing great things, man.
Yes.
You doing great things, brother.
Great brother, man. You know, that was that was legendary.
That was legendary.
But you know what? I think it was dope, man. It was dope. That was a 2-on-2. You know what I mean? For 4 digits. For 4 digits. I ain't gonna put out the number.
Yeah, we gonna put out.
It was for 4 digits though. You know what I mean? At the time, what it was me and Cliff, I think we was in college. I think we was home for the summer from college, and Lionel and Derek was in Ajax Park. They was the dudes now.
Doing their thing.
And they was doing their thing. Proud and powerful,
Yeah.
you know, Lance, my man, everything.
Right.
So, you know, it was a little talk, and it was like, huh? We like, huh? You know, so they threw a number out there, and we like, yo.
When they threw the number first?
I think they had somebody they was affiliated with. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't them. It wasn't them.
Yeah.
It was somebody I was affiliated with them. They threw a number out there, and I tell Cliff, I'm like, we could cover that ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When they want to play. So at the time, I think y'all had an all-star game.
All-star game.
So after the all-star game, that was the next thing. Like, 2-on-2 for the bread. Dion and Cliff, Lionel and Derek. And I mean,
So y'all won that.
Facts.
Easy wins or not?
Competitive game. I'm gonna say that. But Cliff really won that game. I'm not even going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think my energy and my toughness. But he really was a different animal that game.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it was nothing new to us.
Right.
You know that we've been doing that since we was 14. So that was nothing. That was right up our alley, honestly.
Yo, bro. The illest thing I ever saw in a basketball game, during a basketball game, is y'all was doing a 3-man weave on fast breaks, bro.
That probably was the Jose Modesto days.
Jose Modesto. I ain't never, still to this day, bro, I ain't never seen that before. I ain't never seen no discipline like that. Niggas is getting steals and running a 3-man weave on a fast break. That was crazy, bro.
We was different as youth, man. We was different, man. As I think back on that team as kids, man, we was definitely different. And it was just early for us, man, because even a lot of those dudes, like you said, we went to high school. A lot of those dudes went to big time high school at the time. Yeah. So that team was definitely different. Let me say that. We was tough, man, and we was really homegrown kids that built a brotherhood and a foundation and stuck together. Like sort of like that LeBron James movie.
Yeah. Agree.
You know what I mean? That was us early. But it was real life. Like,
it was.
We was really like that.
I got to see it, man. I had front row seats, and I was young. I was a young dude, and I wish at that age, I wish I knew now. I mean, what I know now, I knew back then. I'm saying because I started coaching young,
right?
And I had I coached some of the top kids out of our community, and then branched out to Brooklyn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I knew all of the things that we're doing currently with the talent that we had that era,
we be rich.
Oh my God.
We be rich.
For a fact.
I wouldn't even, I'm not even going to sit here and sugarcoat it. We be rich, honestly. We wouldn't even be here, probably.
Nah, we wouldn't. We'd be here, but in
no disrespect, we wouldn't even be here. You know what I mean? It'll be like 50.
In a different room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
50 and 03.
Because
get rich and not trying.
The shit was crazy, man. Like the talent was just different. You know what I mean? So I always, like, you come across players that remind you of that sometimes. Some of the things that they do, not all, because I ain't come across one yet, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? That reminds me of that time, but it's a different era, different.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
It definitely got it.
So you definitely got some talented young people. Definitely got some talented young people that's doing some great things. But that era was just different. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but we got a few. We got a few in the stable, man. Don't sleep, man. Queens got a few. The Taj Bryants.
Oh yeah, of course.
The Daquan Bryants, aka Soul Foods. Yeah. Karan McPherson, Gary Grant. We got a lot, man. And you even got some coming out of your stable, man.
I gotta keep them humble though.
The goal is free education.
That's the ultimate goal, is free education.
That's the goal. Anything past that, you work hard, you persevere, and you know what I mean, and you afford yourself those opportunities, it's a bonus. But we definitely got a few that we definitely gonna put in position to get free education. Absolutely.
Look, she said y'all got a lot. we got a couple. We got a couple.
Oh no, I'm just giving a few. I'm just giving a few, man.
We got a couple.
We'll be here all day. I got a name drop.
We got
you know what I mean?
We got a couple. All right. We kind of winding down and stuff like that, man. Let's talk about the merch a little bit, man. You got a lot of good merch. You know what I'm saying? And people are interested. They want to support. How can they go about it? I mean, you know, I got my tee on. I got some good Real Skills shorts, some fire joints. I mean, everybody be on me when I wear those.
Well, my man CEO L, we about to I'm announcing it here. We about to drop the website. You know what I mean? That's something we working on behind the scenes. My man, shout out to my brother CEO L. We getting ready to do the website, and the merch will be on there. People have the opportunity to get it. But I'm like Jay-Z with Reasonable Doubt back in the days, man. You know what I mean? I'm out the back of the trunk with it if you need it. You know what I mean? If you need it, we're going to get it to you, man. Don't worry about it.
That's
Shipping and handling, we got it.
It's that easy, huh?
Right.
Everybody say we got more than a few. We got a couple.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good question, man, and I actually had it in my questions. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on the whole reclass thing? What's your take on it?
Honestly, it's something we gotta adapt to. I'm not even gonna sit here and you know, it works for some. It worked for some. It may not work for others.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But just know you can't boast about it when you're playing against kids that they're younger than you.
Yeah.
You know, they're younger than you. So it's something like, you know, it's not for everybody. Yeah. I think people got to really understand it. You know what I mean? Because if you nice, they gonna find you.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So everybody's journey is different. I will say that. Right. I will say everybody's journey is different. Because even now you see guys reclassing up. You know what I mean? The goal is to make money playing basketball, free education at all levels. Yeah. So everybody's journey is different. Again, man, I you know, to each his own. I'll say that.
Okay. I'm feeling the same way. Real quick about female basketball.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on it? I mean, like, you know, the young boys is highlighted all of the time. I mean, there's a lot of leagues for them. It's not that many for the young ladies and stuff like that. What's your thoughts on that?
No, it is. Is that we like yourself and myself? We don't. I may train young ladies, but we don't have that platform. But it is a lot of opportunities, I've been told, for the young ladies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, I definitely have connections with people that if they're interested in getting young ladies in programs, I definitely could refer them to certain avenues.
Perfect. Team Crate.
It's my dog, Sport E.
Yeah, those are my guys. Team Crate, man. Like they covering everything. They got the young men and the young ladies. So and they big queens. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
From Queens. So, you know, I always and I love and appreciate what they doing out there. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's a good thing. We're gonna since we wind it down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've seen you do this many times. You did it for my son. I got the video. You know what I mean? I got the video. Little Javon. He did some great things. He was in your camp. It's your summer camp. He did great in school. You recognize him further. All right. Some motivational words, you know what I mean, that you could leave for the young people or for people in general, you know what I'm saying? Keep them going, something that they can carry and keep with them moving forward.
I would tell kids, be the best version of you. Be the best version of you. Don't look at what other kids are doing and compare yourself to them. As I said, everybody's individual journey is different, man. Don't never let nobody tell you can't do something. You know, everything is opportunity. You know what I mean? To whom much is given, much is expected. You know what I mean? And just really have dedication. Have dedication, and even when things don't go your way, continue to push through. Don't hang your head. Be positive. You know what I mean? Trust God. You know, put your family first. Put your academics first. And the doors will open. The doors are open. You know, nobody's never gonna deny hard work and dedication. Can't deny that.
Agreed. We got a question. It said will we like to see NYC basketball heading in the next 5 years? What is it missing? Does it lack? That is there a lack that you think we need to change? Is something?
I mean, see, I really want to talk to the people about that. Like, we got to stop seeing NYC basketball. We got to start thinking more globally. You know, with it, we can't just think the 5 boroughs, because the game is being played everywhere.
Yeah.
So we got to see, you know, right now the DCs and the Calis and the Chicagos and the Floridas,
Right.
they competing.
Yeah,
they competing.
Yeah.
It's not like it used to be back in the days.
Yeah, it was just,
you know what I mean?
Ran the city,
right?
Ran the world type shit.
Yeah, ran the AAU game. So
it's different.
we, you know, I think I've seen some AAU mergers lately.
Okay.
And I think, you know, I know with the sponsorships and things of that nature, the game changes. It's a business now.
Yeah.
And people don't really understand that. So the goal is to put your best product out there. You know what I mean? And it, you know, if you when you have that sponsorship, you only as good as the product you pushing out.
That's a fact.
So that's why it's a little different with us being independent. As you know, we control our own narratives.
Right.
You know, and putting kids and giving them the opportunities to display their skills and get free education is the goal. That's ultimately that's the only agenda we're pushing.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So it's mainly just keeping just staying true to self, man.
Yeah,
staying true to self, definitely.
Right. Working on your craft.
Right.
And pushing through. All right, man. Well, listen, my dog Daon Merritt. 60 minutes on the AMF show. We appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming. People that want to reach you, you could leave your social media platforms or however you want to be contacted for any merch, for any training opportunities, any upcoming tryouts, like anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, just give that information out there.
On IG, follow me at real _ skills with a S _ NYC. Facebook, Daon Merritt, of course, man. And I'm accessible, man. I'm one of the easiest people to find in South Jamaica, Queens. I'm outside, right? That's how the young people say. I'm outside, so I'm definitely. But you know, just tap in, man. You know, who's teaching the kids is the slogan. You already know.
That's a fact, man. Thanks everybody that's tuned in. It's the AMF show. Coach Javon. We out.